Ahoy there, shipmates! Today we be setting sail on a quest for this. So weigh anchor, brace the mainsail, and loads of other cliche piratey things. We're looking at Curse of the Black Spot, the third episode in the 6th/32nd series of Doctor Who, or Series 2 as Doctor Who magazine's been calling it recently. Rory, Amy and the Doctor answer a distress signal that they believe is coming from a pirate ship helmed by real-life seafarer Captain Avery. However, it becomes clear that whilst they're there, this is no ordinary pirate ship. It's being haunted by a spirit, a siren of sorts, who places the black spot upon those who are doomed to die. One by one, the crew are taken in by the siren's charm until eventually Rory becomes its victim. It's now up to Avery, Amy and the Doctor to be claimed by the siren as well and figure out the mystery. This episode is, it's good, I'm not going to lie, it is a good episode. I will start with the good points first though, because there are a few bad points. Good points, Hugh Bonneville, best casting in a while, brilliant as Avery, wonderful character, great dialogue between him and the Doctor, especially the bit in the TARDIS where they're discussing how a ship is a ship. Like he tweaks how to steer the TARDIS, because it's like any ship. You just have to know what certain things are. Brilliant. And the character was just a really heartfelt character. You genuinely felt annoyed at him for ignoring his son and leaving his wife and for leaving the Navy and becoming a pirate. But at the same time, you were totally on his side. And I think that was down to the casting of Hugh Bonneville. So well done, you. Well done, you. Matt Smith was crackling and popping in this episode. He was on fire, he was brilliant. He's definitely nailed the Doctor now. Amy didn't get as much to play with, but Karen Gillan's lovely as ever. And Rory, oh, Arthur Darvill. I think we should rename his character the Scene Stealer, because he really does take it from everyone else. He is brilliant. Lily Cole as the Siren, of course, not given too much to do in the way of dialogue, obviously. She just kind of sings and poses and looks pretty. But definitely menacing, definitely scary. And a visually pleasing person to play the Siren, so good on Lily Cole. Doctor Who and Pirates, Stephen Moffat said in Doctor Who magazine that was practically epic win. It should be, yeah. The episode wasn't brilliant. I think this is the reason why. Here's the bad points. The episode was originally slated to be the 10th in this series. Now, to obviously suddenly change episode 3 and episode 10 around means that there are certain things you've got to cover. Now, some people have speculated that because the eye patch lady made another appearance and Amy didn't have any clue as to what she was about still, that means that at that point later in the series, that won't have been resolved. However, changing the order of the episodes, it's very likely that they reshot certain sequences so it fit narratively in with the new series structure. Even if it was last minute, it would only take a few days of filming to rectify that and change things around. So, I don't think we should get complacent, but again, in the same vein, episode 10, 11 of recent series tend to be the ones that are a bit ugh. I personally like Boomtown in Series 1, I really do like it, and it's down to Eccleston and Mickey being in it, for me, that's why I like it. Fear Her, Series 2, not a hit, although I am looking forward to that writer's two-parter, The Rebel Flesh and The Almost People, because that looks really good. Episodes 5 and 6. What was Season 3? Season 3... Series 3, it was... oh god, I always forget Series 3. What was it? It was... Utopia! That's why I forget it, because it's a sort of three-parter. That's why I always forget it, yeah. Utopia, again, an episode that's down more to the cast, the acting, Derek Jacobi, less the plot, kind of boring, the plot, apart from the twist at the end. Series 4, Midnight and Turn Left, I think probably the only definitive exceptions to the rule. Series 5 was The Lodger. Yeah, Vincent and the Doctor and the Lodger. The last few years, basically, Series 4 and Series 5 had quite decent episodes around that part of the season. Very strong stories, standalone ones as well in the case of like Midnight and even in Turn Left. And the Lodger again is quite standalone. As is Vincent and the Doctor, which is my favourite episode of last series. But the first 3 years, Boomtown... I've already forgotten. Boomtown, Fear Her, Love and Monsters even, and again, Utopia. Basically, not Blink though. Basically, there's these episodes toward the back end of the series that are never quite as on the money as, say, the start of the season, the two-parters finale. And you can kind of see that in Curse of the Black Spot. It does feel like one of those episodes that you probably won't revisit as often as you would others. I watched it a second time. I watched them twice so I can chat about them, and also because I'm a big fan, so I want to watch them as much as I can. And I wasn't as enthused. I think I enjoyed it more the second time, but I just wasn't as bothered about this episode as, say, I don't know, like Vincent the Doctor last year, which was just brill, and yeah, like the opening two-parters, which tried to grab your interest. It wasn't a bad episode. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. It was a very good episode, but it wasn't an amazing one. I think that is coming next week in the form of Neil Gaiman's episode, The Doctor's Wife. I'm very much looking forward to that one. Yeah, so Curse of the Black Spot. Good episode, not brilliant, but still an enjoyable story. Really looking forward to The Doctor's Wife, mostly because Saran Jones is just ace. Neil Gaiman's an amazing writer. Coraline, Sandman, brilliant. I'm going to be reviewing The Doctor's Wife with the Utopia guys, with Chris and John. So I'll post a link here when that's up, and keep an eye on my channel. I'll mention it there too. And also, there's an Ood in it. I thought Stephen Moffat wasn't using as many monsters from the last couple of years, although that with the Alliance was kind of scrapped as a rule. However, the Alliance was cool, wasn't bothered. Certain spoiler photographs that have been on from filming recently prove that there are some monsters coming back. Cybermen are confirmed, but again, I trust them in Stephen's hands after his use of them in the two-part at the end of last year. Made them really scary. So yeah, Green-Eyed Ood. Interesting. And Michael Sheen as a voice. An ominous voice. I've already got my theories over who it might be, because as the teaser trailer said, it's a Time Lord. Oh, interesting. I don't know why I used that voice then. Okay, so until next time, everybody, I'm going to buzz an annoying green light in your face. Oh, by the way, if you're enjoying these reviews, please don't forget to subscribe, and also check out this channel, Boom, TARDIS-tacular. Very good reviews, two lovely ladies. Please give them a look. More annoying green light.